Okay, so Microsoft just announced that they're going third party. This news has been brewing for weeks and weeks now. We finally got the official word from the man himself, Phil Spencer, although he said, "It's just 4 games, guys. It's only 4 games. Calm down." But he never said what those 4 games were. He did confirm, though, that it's not Starfield and it's not Indiana Jones, but who knows what those games are. I think Sea of Thieves might be one of them. There are a number of different games that it could possibly be, but these are Xbox games. First party games from Xbox coming to PlayStation and possibly Nintendo. I guess probably their new console, not the original Switch. We don't know what exactly is going to happen because they didn't officially announce these games and where they're going and what's happening. And it really just proves the thing that I've been saying for years and years and years now. This Game Pass model is not sustainable. The Xbox fanboys and the Game Pass fanboys keep talking about record revenue every single year, billions of dollars in revenue. Well, revenue and profit are two completely different things. Just because they're generating billions of dollars in revenue doesn't mean they're actually making money, and they wouldn't be putting these games on PlayStation if they were making more than enough money on Game Pass. This subscription model is not sustainable, especially if we're talking about day and date release, which is what Microsoft does with Game Pass. Games like Starfield and Sea of Thieves and Halo come out first day on Game Pass. You don't have to pay for it separately. No, it's all included, which sounds great for the consumer, except it's just where's this money coming from? You paying your $15 monthly subscription being split between multiple ways and multiple games, it's not going to be profitable. It's going to be like Netflix, where they end up cutting shows, canceling shows after 2 or 3 seasons because it's not a sustainable model. The show cannot stand on its own. In the case of Game Pass, the game cannot stand on its own, clearly, if they're doing this shit. But I don't necessarily understand why this is such a huge deal when they have been releasing their games day and date on PC. All their games, ever since about 2015, 2016, every game that they have published has also gotten released on PC as well as Xbox. Now people would be like, well, PC is a Microsoft platform. No, it's a different platform. Sony's doing it too. They're putting games on PC also, so the PlayStation fanboys can't really talk about exclusivity when their games are, by definition, multi-platform now if they're also coming out on PC as well as PS5. So the Sony fanboys really have nothing to argue for, nothing to fight for, except, I guess, because they're not putting the games on Xbox. Sony's not publishing games for the Xbox. Microsoft is publishing games on PlayStation apparently now. I mean, they technically have before, with specific exceptions like Minecraft and Call of Duty. And speaking of Call of Duty, I guess it's safe to say that we don't have to worry about Microsoft eventually pulling the rug under Sony. They have the 10-year commitment to have Call of Duty on PlayStation and Nintendo, but if they're resorting to this, then I don't think Sony fans have to worry about Call of Duty ever leaving the PlayStation platform. But I want to go back to the whole thing where he refused to mention what the games were. Why? He sounded as if he was too embarrassed to say what they were. And he's like, we want to wait for the developers to announce it themselves. I was like, huh? What? That makes no sense. I feel like Halo or Gears of War, something big has to be one of them, right? He said it's not Starfield, but if it was even if it was Sea of Thieves, you think you just say, yeah, Sea of Thieves is coming. It's a big game, but it's not a huge PR defeat to put Sea of Thieves on there like it would to put Halo on there. You know what I mean? And Halo Infinite is a game that has been struggling, free to play. No one really cares anymore. No one's cared probably since the day it came out. So they might be like, hey, this is different though, because it's a free to play multiplayer game and it's the live service, and so it's okay to put Halo on PlayStation. I mean, they might even do it where it's the multiplayer only and not the campaign, to try to have it where well, at least there's still some exclusive aspect of Halo on Xbox. I don't know, this is all just speculation, because they wouldn't tell us shit. It's so frustrating that Phil Spencer was just so reluctant and unwilling to just name the games. Name the goddamn games. It was just so cringe, that whole thing. But it would be not just a moral defeat for the Xbox fans, but it would be symbolic that the Xbox brand is dead and not really worth anything anymore if they did decide to put Halo on the PlayStation. That would be insane. It's like Sega putting Sonic on Nintendo. Like, it's just like that. A lot of people have been saying that. They've been getting 2001 Dreamcast discontinued vibes and Sega going third party. This is obviously not the exact same situation. Microsoft has said they're continue to commit to releasing hardware, and Xbox consoles aren't going away. But with this move, there's certainly even less of a reason to even own an Xbox console at this point.